nowadays there seems to be the public notion that men intend to harm other people, that men inherently are willing to dominate others for the sake of their own advantage, although other people are left behind, suffer due to the consequences created by male behavior. Over the last 40, 50 years, this notion, especially in Western society, has established itself stably because we started to believe that masculinity is dangerous, that it's a disease. And from this idea, which has been developed itself over the past decades, nowadays we see the consequences in society. We see men who do not feel needed. We have men who feel rejected, a man who feel deep down hurt in their soul. The worst thing you can do to a man is to give him the feeling that he's useless. And even worse, or as bad as that is, the belief, the deep belief that he is bad and that people regard him as pathological on purpose. Like most human beings, men are just ordinary, normal creatures who want to live a good life. There are just a few people who fall into the range of severe pathology. And often people tend to explain behavior by referring to those extremes on the high end. So you can say a normalization of pathological behavior. Also on the feminist side of movements, and it seems that more and more women deep down start to believe that men want to harm them and want to dominate them in the most selfish way. They start to reject the core idea of masculinity. And there are a lot of men sitting in their basement, in their home, in their apartment, feeling isolated and also not wanted by women, which is very, very painful for men if they regard themselves as inadequate enough to make with a woman, to pair up with a woman. That's one of the worst things that can happen to a man. And many men suffer from that nowadays. Although they want to be in a happy relationship, if they were honest to themselves and followed their fantasies and dreams, so to speak, their soul went awry and their soul went to other places. The soul is at a place which is very dark, and this is a situation which is getting more and more complicated and difficult. And the more we get into chaos in regards to that topic, the harder it's going to be to solve. The thing is, society will not support man, or at least they believe it, if they showed their vulnerabilities. It's probably also going to be play out like this if a man really revealed his suffering. And men also have emotions like women. Also, this is also a public notion that men do not have emotions, which is not true. Men are different than women, that's sure. But men are also vulnerable like any other human being. And those misconceptions make it really hard for society to flourish and to function in a way. And I'm doing this video and this explanation because intellectual clarity and conceptualization of issues can help to bring clarity. That's one of the ways to bring clarity. And what I want to say, we're not gonna cut this video. It's gonna be uploaded the way it's gonna be recorded. Nothing is perfect in the beginning, guys. Just face your fears. Just do it. In 1 or 2 years, you're not gonna care anyways, and you're gonna be at a completely different level. So back to the topic. Yes, that's this very distorted notion of man. And it's really making the West suffer. Men want peace, love, and harmony, like everyone else. And now I remember what I wanted to say. I'm saying this because many men are really convinced that something is wrong with them, that they are inherently intending to impose draconian, harmful measures upon people to exploit them, dominate them, and eviscerate them for power reasons, for example. And I can tell you that this is not true. As I mentioned before, most men just want to live a good life. And nothing is wrong with you. And because you believe that you have bad intentions, you do not say your opinion. You do not stand up for yourself. You do not set the bar high. You're not doing stuff which are characteristic for males. To be strong, to be resilient, to be determined, and to protect, and to create, to solve problems. To be the rock in the ocean who's not gonna get shaken when the storm comes. And this might sound like hyper-masculinization to some people, but it's not. It's just the nature of man, and that's how man acted in the past, and that's been part of the equation how humanity has prevailed over the million years of existence and evolution. And I just want to encourage you to set goals, to convince yourself that you can live and prevail despite from other people, and that you don't necessarily need a woman to prevail, that you can have a woman, and that you are allowed to live your dream life. And everyone has this intuition of what it means to live your personal best life and to achieve that potential. And I know just watching one video is not going to change your life forever, but it might spark you to orient yourself into a new direction, which is more suitable for a life of fulfillment. And this is why we are here. And I know many people are holding back because they doubt, which is based on deep psychological suffering. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you can take something from the video. Also, women, this video is not just for men. It can be used for everyone. And have a nice day. Thank you for watching.